This clip explains a really quick and handy way to work out if a book is suitable for a learner. For any particular learner, we should be thinking about books at two different levels. Firstly, they should have access to books which they can read independently for enjoyment without the presence of a better reader to help them. Secondly, they need to use books at the instructional level with the guidance of a teacher to develop their reading skills. This is likely to take place as part of a reading group within the class. This idea comes from the work of Marie Clay and from Carroll et al. Based on their research, they recommend that at the instructional level, learners should be reading 90 to 94% of words correctly. This is reading with a teacher, and the aim is to overcome confusions and learn new skills. And at the independent or reading for enjoyment level, they should be reading 95 to 100% of words accurately. At this level, they're improving their confidence and fluency. So to sum that up, if your learner is reading 95 to 100% of the words on the page correctly, they can read that book independently. It's nice and easy for them. At this level, they know enough of the words on the page to be able to work out unknown words for themselves, or even to skip over them without harming their enjoyment or understanding of the text. At 90 to 94% success, we have the instructional level. This is the level we want for the books that we're using in guided reading groups. And below 90%, the book's too difficult and the reader will find it frustrating, even with the help of a teacher. So we need a quick way to work out this word accuracy percentage. We've found the following method really useful. You need to sit beside your learner so that you can see what they're reading. Use a notebook and pen and ask your learner to read aloud and stop them when you reckon they've attempted about 100 words. And as they read, you write a tally mark for each error that they make. If they hesitate and then get the word correct, that's not an error. Neither is self-correction. If they completely miss a word out, that is an error. And when they've finished, you work out the percentage of words which they read correctly. Here's a quick reminder. With guided reading groups, you might be able to use this method for 1 or 2 children each time you hear the group read, and do this on a rolling basis so that you check every child regularly. Personally, I'd want to make sure I check in with each child 3 times a term. With independent reading, it's really important that books chosen are easy enough, because this is a time when children can really build a love of reading. However, there's a problem that often arises here, and that's struggling readers selecting books that are too difficult for them to cover up their problems. They don't want to be seen with what they think others will perceive as babyish books. But we don't want them wasting this precious time every day either, so a bit of gentle encouragement and explanation might be needed here. Make sure you have a selection of books that are high interest, low reading ability. Non-fiction books can be a good choice here too, because there's less continuous text and more pictures. Graphic novels are also a good choice. And for some children with very low reading ability, this might be a good time to use audiobooks.